Hey guys, today we have a video for you if you want to know what to say to turn women on. And you're going to get it straight from a woman's mouth and from a guy's perspective. So you'll have the full spectrum. I am Celine Hamid, the Intimacy Angel.
And I'm Kevin Anthony, the Truth Warrior. And before we get started, if you have ever wanted to turn a woman on with just your mouth, no, not like that. We'll tell you how in just a moment. Then hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, and make sure you like this video.
Research suggests CBD products may improve libido by reducing anxiety. And no, CBD is not psychoactive. It does not get you high. A recent survey of 5,398 Americans from Remedy Review, a website that focuses on CBD and natural health remedies, found that 9.3% of respondents have taken CBD for sex. The majority of those respondents said their orgasms were more intense after taking CBD. If you are interested in experimenting with CBD in your sex life, I have found a top quality CBD product for you. Their full spectrum CBD comes from premium, sustainably farmed hemp plants, which are processed in the United States. Plus, they have no harmful solvents, chemicals, toxic compounds, or impurities. To get up to 51% off while supplies last, go to CelineRemy.com/go/CBD or click on the link below.
So let's talk about how men and women express themselves a little bit differently.
How we may be different?
There are differences.
Well, yes, there are. And if you haven't noticed, men tend to be very direct, concise, some would say even short. But we tend to be much more clear and direct in our communication. And sometimes that's not exactly what she might be looking for.
Well, we women tend to not know what we want or go around and around and around the bush before we kind of set on something and then change our mind again. And while again, these are generalization, not every woman is like this, and it's not happening all of the time. Sometimes we can also be clear, concise, and direct. It's just kind of a way that seems to happen for a lot of people when they communicate. So if you can understand that, one of the things is being clear, concise, and direct is the way you speak as a guy. So if you want this, you're going to say, I want this. But for the woman, if she wants this, she might say, did you know that there are a lot of health benefits to having XYZ? She's basically hinting that she would like that. So it's saying something without really saying it.
Which sometimes can be fun and sometimes very frustrating. But you can use this knowledge to your advantage.
The first thing you want to do is to create an emotional connection with a woman. And by emotional, we're not talking crying baby or poor me or like all of my feelings, she must listen to me. We're talking about in awakening something within her that creates an emotional response.
Yeah, what basically she wants to feel is that there are emotions behind the words that you're saying. And this is a place where the pickup artist community kind of lacks. If you're listening, sorry, but you do. Unless you're really, really good at faking it. But the point is that you can know all the right words to say, but if there aren't the actual genuine emotions behind those words, they're not going to land right. And she's going to be able to feel that. So when we say establish an emotional connection, we mean whatever it is you're telling her, whether she looks beautiful or, she's turning you on, whatever it is, she should be able to feel that that's coming from a real genuine place, that there is an actual real emotion behind it that is causing you to say those words.
Then you want to think romance. There's a reason chick flicks are so popular. It's because we love romance. And there's a subtle way. I know for guys, you most likely going to go straight to sex. And while it can work at times, it's not always how we like things to go. We would like to be swept off our feet. We like the idea of romance. And it doesn't have to be big things, but it's more about using language that say things without specifically talking about the thing in particular. I know.
Which is slightly challenging for us direct communicator men, but rather than simply saying, I want you. Maybe you could find another way to say it, like, wow, the way your hair falls and that outfit looks amazing on you, and you remind me so much of when we first got married. It's like you haven't really changed. You're
Really?
still that young, beautiful, vibrant woman that turned me on. And man, I must have you.
Ooh, that was pretty good. He added a few things here, so let me give you the pointers. You want to be specific, and you want to also praise her and appreciate her. It's about seeing her. You know what, we do want to be appreciated for our beauty, but we don't want to just be beauties. We also want to be seen for our brains, and it's having that perfect combination. And what I loved about the example that Kevin just gave is that he wasn't just saying about, oh, you look beautiful, because yes, we like hearing that we look beautiful, but we like to have the details. So what is it? Is it the way her hair is falling? Is it the way the light is catching the color of her eyes? Is it her lips that are popping? You know, like whatever you see, be very specific and give her that appreciation, like in this way that gives her some good praise.
Yeah, and don't feel overwhelmed by this idea. You don't have to recite an entire romance novel to her. Just be genuine, right? Just notice the things. Notice the way the light is hitting her eyes in that moment. Notice the way her hair is falling. Notice she put on a special outfit for that day. It doesn't have to be some crazy thing where you're going, oh my God, how am I ever going to figure this out? There must be some secret code somewhere. I don't know what to do. Just be genuine, be real, but notice the details.
And you added something in the example you gave earlier, which is the last and very important point about I must have you now, which is about she wants to be pursued by you. She wants you to desire you. She wants to feel your desire. But it can't just be the very first thing you give to her, but it has to be included in there. Kevin likes to say, be a starving lion.
Yeah, it's something that I like to tell men when they look at their woman, to look at them like a starving lion is looking at a piece of meat. Don't be creepy about it, obviously, but the point that I am trying to get across when I say that is to really look at her and let her feel that you do genuinely desire her.
Yeah, and I know it can be tricky for guys. They feel like if I say this, maybe she's going to be afraid, or in today's climate, it can be difficult. But ultimately, we want to hear that you want us. We want to hear that you desire us. We want to see that in your eyes. So if we really boil it down to what it takes, it's not one specific words that's really going to take it and be like, oh, this is the only thing you've got to say. Because it also will be different whether you've been in a relationship with that person or if you're on a first date. So you have to adjust it depending on this situation. But you need to remember to make the emotional connection, to create some romance, to bring in some praise, and to really see her and to make sure that you pursue her and look at her with desire and share that desire. And if you do that, she will be absolutely turned on and blown away by your oral skills.
You will become a cunning linguist.
Wait no more, go practice. And let us know in the comments below how this is working for you. All right, thank you so much for watching today's video, and we will see you in our next video.